Hi everyone, hopefully you can see me clear. Happy Friday, hope you're all surviving the quarantine. A few of you asked for this machine the other day, and I used the 1020. And then today, in working from home, well, the place kind of got messy from making labels and all that type of thing. So I figured I'd do a video. This is my third attempt due to different settings and all that type of thing. So here we go. This is the Panasonic Jet-Flo MC-9527 from roughly around 1992, that era-ish. It has 4 speeds, which hopefully we'll see if this time it'll focus. Oh, that's better. I don't know if you're making out, but that's curtains, upholstery, rugs to full power. I'll run through all that stuff in a little bit. Where are the attachments? Not sure. How about there? Crevice, upholstery nozzle. These brushes do tend to get a little weak as far as like the side joints where they connect in, but they actually work really well when they work. And if you keep them nice. Dusting brush. I don't know that this is horsehair, but they're very, very soft. As you can see, they're really nice bristles on that. Therefore brush. Nothing too special, because all the bristles are aligned, but it actually works really well. I don't have a problem with it. It's lightweight, it's got a good swivel in there, so it's not hard to basically just plop it down on something if need be. I haven't noticed it snow plowing. Then again, it's easy to tilt up and just grab and it'll go flush up against a wall too. I mean, it's not like a filter clean brush where it's angled. It'll go flush up against something basically if it's a regular wall. It's square. That shuts. The bag is a Panasonic CC3 style. I have not found a decent replacement for this for HEPA-wise. I haven't tried very hard for it, but I haven't found another bag for it. And this one is starting to get full. I do have a HEPA bag pre-motor filter that I cut and figured in there. Yeah, you can see that there's some dust in there. I don't think it's as bad as the video makes out to be in that one spot. Maybe it does, but I don't know. It does pretty good. I don't think it's too bad. And it's got the HEPA promoter bag filter, which has been in there for quite a while, and that still looks practically brand new. So I don't think that's too bad. It's a large capacity bag. I could probably take this collar off and go it onto something else, but I just want to make sure it's able to slide into these without interference of the cardboard behind it. If I can get my finger in line with all that type of thing. And then get this back in there with minimal to no dust cloud. That'd be great. If you could just do that. Look at that. Sweet. Yay. That shuts. 2 areas to attach the hose, front or back. This whole thing swivels. It's a 360-degree swivel. So you just line up the John, and bada bing bang boom, she's in. Cord rewind. The power head. They don't make them like this anymore. This thing is whisper quiet. The handle kind of works kind of like the Hoover ones. There's a thing in here that keeps it from going down. You just put your foot in there and press it down. They get weak over time. This one has a little bit of a wobble, but I mean, we're talking 1992 to now, 28 years old. 1992 to now. So, yeah, it's a good life. There used to be a squeegee here. It's basically broken off. I have not found a replacement. I have not seen anything on eBay. They dry up, get hard, break off over time. Who knows? The person before me or before that person may have run it over concrete and broken off. Not sure. But as you can see, it is a metal base plate. 2 screws here. The wheels are on metal axles. They roll very nicely. Now here's the neat thing. This power nozzle is a single direction brush roll. It works like a standard power nozzle. There were many others of this Panasonic line that have this same exact body style, but the motor would actually switch directions with a clutch in here, if you'll call it that. That would basically, as you push it forward, it went one way. As you pushed it backward, it would automatically spin the motor in reverse and go the other way. They cleaned well. They were mouse quiet. Durability got to be eh. I prefer the regular style single direction motor. It's a lot more durable. It's a lot less weight in the power head. And this is still a decent weight power head. It's actually got some decent weight to it. Heavier would just kind of be annoying. But anywho, because of that, the clutch added a lot more size to the motor. So due to that, instead of the duct being in the middle, the duct is over here, and you can kind of see that. Yeah, you can see that. So that's the duct. It's not centered, it's over here. And it basically runs from a tube that connects from the elbow over to here. So when you stand this up, a lot of power heads, when you stand them up, it seals off the suction opening, because the opening happens as you swivel down, it uncovers it. But when it's upright, it's sealed off. So in Hoovers, they'll make a lot of noise. Eurekas, they'll make a lot of noise because you've basically sealed off. You have to open up a vent somewhere in the wand or elsewhere in the machine to cut down the suction, because you're basically clogging your machine, cutting off airflow. The Panasonic, that doesn't happen because of the tube that leads to the duct, to accompany the nozzle for the larger motor. Anyway, enough of my blabbing. Let's run it for you. So, I'm going to power it on. I'm going to start it off on curtains. It's very quiet. So that's curtains. Upholstery. Now the power head will only kick on in rugs or rugs with full power. And as you can see right now, the power head is off. But we're going to switch it to rugs. It's not on. I have the switch off, but the power head is, the light's there. There's power to it, basically. It's a very bright headlight. And then rugs with full power. And it's a very powerful machine. Now, I'll turn it on. No switches on the control on this one. There was another model above this, well, a few models up, that did have controls on it. This is just a standard thing. But the cool thing is the cord lock. So it's got a pigtail, but it locks in. So that's cool. See, I already did this. Darken the place. And that's pretty cool. Oh look, I can still see what the fuck I'm doing, which is very helpful, because I've cleaned in places where they have darkness, just about. Having one of these on the front is very helpful, because I can still see exactly what I'm doing. Nice and smooth wind down, other than the creaking plastic, but that thing pulls a lot of airflow. That's pretty powerful machine. The hose on this thing is awesome. I don't think I really showed you this much. It is one of the most flexible hoses ever. A lot of you know that I'm a big Hoover fan. I like Hoover stuff. When Hoover came out with the S3670, the gray wind tunnel anniversary canister, roughly around 2007, 2000, yeah, that would be right, because that would be their anniversary, 2007. It had that gray hose, which was, terminology for that is crush resistant, crush proof, crush resistant. That same hose is on a few other machines on the market, some other old Bissell ones. There's a few other companies out there. My brain's not hitting on them right now, but you'll recognize it if you see it. It's quite rigid. There's the wire for it doesn't run with the spiral through it. It runs as a straight coil basically down the hose, down the length of it. So it's straight line, it's thick. And it makes it very rigid as far as like just not being able to move well. This thing, it's just such a nice hose. I mean, granted, if you run it over with a tire, it's going to crush. It's not going to pop back to life. Same as Kenmore, same as many other Hoovers, many other Rikas, all that other thing. But it's not a heavy hose. Granted, if if they made central vac material out of it and it was 35 feet, it would have some weight, sure. But using it regularly, it's not heavy, and it's just nice. And just don't be stupid with it. I'm not. Anywho, I've talked long enough. This video is probably 15 minutes. I'm very sorry. But now you've seen the Panasonic. Have a wonderful one. I'm going to shower and have dinner.